So I've updated my caseload management spreadsheet to have some drop downs as well as to color code. So if you look over here under grade, I have a drop down where you can select whatever grade level you desire, and it will color code according to the grade level that you select. Same with diagnosis. I have specific learning disability, speech and language impairment, otherwise health impairment, cognitive impairment, autism spectrum disorder, early childhood developmental delay, deaf, hard, and hearing, severe multiple impairment, and emotional impairment. If you select the drop down, pick any one you choose, and it will also color code accordingly. New changes also would be these three columns. We have our IEP date, our MET date, which would be our reevaluation year, which typically occurs every 3 years, as well as testing due. And if you don't need any of these columns, you could always right-click and delete the column, or you could also hide the column, which would be temporary. So I'll bring that column back for right now. So here is where you would put your IEP date. Here would be your MET date or your reevaluation. This will also color code according to whatever school year is entered. So as you can see, the first one listed would be August 12th of 2021, which would be this current school year, which means the reevaluation is due this school year. So therefore I color coded it in red. If the reevaluation year or the testing year would be next school year, I color coded it yellow. And if the reevaluation or the testing year would be the following school year, I color coded it green. This just kind of gives you a heads up that your student is due for a reevaluation or testing, so you know whether it is this year, color coded red, yellow for next year, and green for the following school year. Also updated here is under therapy. I have a drop down so you can select what type of therapy the student has, and that also will color code according to the option that you select. Now, if you wanted to put two different things, such as language and articulation, you can click the box and you can update it accordingly. However, it won't necessarily color code accurately since you are manually typing in. If you select any of the options here under the drop-down, they will color code accordingly. And you'll notice there'll be a little red flag in the corner. It's saying invalid. It's only because this option was not in the drop-down menu, which is fine. Like I said, just double click on that cell and you can add whatever you want in that column. So as you can see, this one is kind of cut off. So what you can do too is click this corner over here and it'll select all of our cells. And up here under text wrapping, we can click the wrap around and it will kind of make these format a little nicer. Therefore, you can see everything in that cell. So I hope you like the changes and the updates. If not, I still have the basic caseload management spreadsheet. But this is something that I will be offering when you guys do your typical renewal. This will be something that can be renewed also. And I will make sure that these color code accordingly to the year that you renew. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Have a great school year.